Hey Laura, what's up? It's Chance. First of all, I just want to say that I am deeply sorry and truly sorry if anything that you saw on me or anything that I said that you found on me offended you. I'm genuinely sorry about that. I was not trying to offend you at all. Um, the things I said in those videos were nothing short out of pure desperation. And the reason why they were out of pure desperation, because like you've seen, Akron PD detectives and, you know, basically all the branches of law enforcement have failed my family. The reason I said those things was because I felt like I was backed into a corner so badly that I eventually lost myself and I snapped. And it's because of the FBI and the detectives and the local law enforcement ignoring my family's calls and our pleas for help over 120 times that nothing has been done. You know, that's what led to me acting the way I did. And I can honestly say this, that I do fully regret the things that I've said and done. But you need to understand that it's like backing a dog into a corner. You keep backing it into a corner, you keep poking it, you keep prodding it, and you keep doing things to it that aren't good. Eventually that dog is going to bite back and you're going to get bit. And for me, that's what that was. These people poked and prodded me and pushed me so far to my freaking breaking point that I snapped. And, I said things that I would normally never say under any circumstance. Everything I have said was out of just pure desperation. And do I regret those things? Yes, I do. 1,000% I regret how I reacted. I hate how I acted. I hate how I handled it. But something that you need to understand is that I don't know where these people came from. I had never dealt with a situation like this before. I wasn't taught how to handle this level of being, like, on the surface level with school. Yeah, I can handle that. That's easy. But I was never taught how to deal with being terrorized online, because there is no blueprint for it. There is no book that says, hey, this is how you deal with it when law enforcement won't help. There is no book. They don't teach you how to handle these kinds of situations. So for me, I handled it in a very poor way because I was not taught, nor was I shown how to deal with these kinds of situations. Which led me to doing the things that I did and said that I regret. You know, but at the same time, I was raised old school. Okay. And I believe in fair is fair. If you say something beyond screwed up to me, I'm going to say something. Even if I'm not okay with it, I'm still going to say something to make you feel that pain and show you that, what you did was wrong. Like I said, do I regret saying those things that I said? Yes. But at the same time, as I said, I felt like I had no choice. I was to a corner. I was backed into a corner so badly that I lost myself and I snapped. These people have pushed 3 people. If you look up the Wikipedia for Kiwi Farms, that's KIWI Farms. If you look them up, that's who these people are connected to. And these people are still being allowed to function. These people have caused 3 people to take their... And about 5 years ago, I would have been a 4th. Because I had attempted 2 separate times. Thankfully, my family stopped me both times, and I got the help that I needed, as far as that goes. And I'm doing much better now, as far as, not wanting to take my... I'm the kind of person that will give the shirt off my back and the money out of my pocket to anyone who needs it. I am that kind of person that will drop everything I'm doing. If I see someone, I will stop whatever I'm doing to go help that person. That's the kind of person I actually am. I don't like confrontation. I hate fighting. I would rather be cool with everyone. I would rather everybody get along instead of being in this situation that I'm in. Just to be honest with you, ma'am, I don't know how they found me. I really don't know how they found me, and I wish they hadn't. I truly wish these people had not found me. Because had they found me, or had they not found me, you wouldn't see the videos online that you see of me. My friend, the one that, is sending you this information, he has seen me when I'm calm and I'm relaxing and I'm just hanging out. I'm not bothering nobody. He even got to meet 2 of my best friends, Matthew and Ethan, who are 2 of my closest friends in the world. And he got to see how we are when we're not or being attacked. And he can tell you right now that I am not like what you're seeing on the internet. I'm really not like that. I'm the kind of person where if you don't or come after me, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm that kind of person that believes in, you leave me alone, I leave you alone. You don't come after me, I don't come after you. And that's all I have ever asked out of these people is to leave me alone. I have asked multiple times for them to just please leave me alone. And whether these people go to jail or not, that's up to the courts. I can't control that. But what I will say is this, that even if they don't go to jail and they're just made to leave me alone entirely, I'm okay with that. As long as they are made to leave me alone, that's all I want. That's all I've ever asked, is for them to just please leave me alone. Please stop making videos on me and attacking me and, slandering my name and doing whatever they can to try to ruin my life. Like, that's all I want, is to be left alone by these people. I don't care whether they go to jail or don't go to jail. Like, even if you have to do, like, a cease and desist letter or whatever, or do something like a court order to make them stop, I'm okay with that. And if the courts want me to publicly apologize for everything that I've said, I have no problem with that either. I will gladly, apologize for the things that I've said. And, if the courts want to keep an eye on me, I'm okay with that. Like, I will gladly let them monitor me so they can see how I actually am. So they can see that I'm not this evil person and that I really am about what I say I'm about with, just wanting to have a good time and stuff like that. And, if there's, and I know this is kind of a long shot here, but if there's any way that you could try to, you know, get these people to replace of mine what they destroyed, that would be a huge help. And, like I said in the last video, my family's not rich. We can't afford a lawyer. Legal aid here will not take on the case because they don't deal with stuff like this. I've tried, my family's tried. We've tried everything we can and we can't afford a lawyer. We barely have money to get by. We're just barely getting by on bills. And we're just trying to make ends meet. We don't have money for a lawyer. We can't afford legal aid help. We can't afford anything. We can barely afford to pay the internet bill and our home bills. Like, we're barely making rent month to month right now because of the damages that these people have done. Because of what they have done to my family after they broke into my mom's bank account and stole money out of it. We've been doing what we can to get by. And like I said, I don't know what you would be capable of. But even if you can make it to where they just leave me alone and I leave them alone, I'm okay with that. I am completely and totally okay with that. Now, would I like to see them, charged for the stuff they've done that is criminal? And do I believe that they should be charged? Yes. They really should be, but that's not for me to decide. That's for the courts. But I do hope, Laura, that you see now why I did what I did and why I said what I said. It's not because I wanted to, because I didn't want to go that route, because I'm not an evil person. I'm a regular person that is trying to get their life back on track. I'm trying to get my job back that they ripped away from me. I'm trying to take back my life that they destroyed. I'm trying to show the world that I'm really not this evil person that they have made me out to be. And, hopefully, you can understand now where I was coming from when I did this stuff. It's not because I wanted to. It's because I was pushed to a point where I eventually snapped. And I didn't know what else to do. I was scared. I was terrified. These people are they're evil. And all I want is for this stuff to stop. Like I said, even if I have to make a video apologizing, I'm okay with that. If law enforcement and courts want to monitor me, I'm okay with that too. All I want at the end of the day is for these people to leave me alone and for them to leave my friends and family alone. That's all I ask, is for them to be made to leave me alone. So, yeah. I hope you understand where I'm coming from, and I'll catch you later. Peace.